Good evening. Thank you for taking the time for joining us. We got to get to some politics campaigning a little bit before we start, but to let you know, we are going to revisit our discussions on police accountability and rebuilding trust between the public and our law enforcement and how we actually go about doing that. But first, we do have 4.5 weeks left. 4.5, something like 4.5 weeks left. And so we do need your help to get over the finish line. We do have enough resources to make it to the end, but we can't do much extra without your help. To print some yard signs, to print extra flyers, to run some extra booths. We need your help. We need you to send $5, $20, whatever you can manage, to help get us over the line. We only need $300 to $500 to actually make a real difference. So every dollar you send is greatly appreciated. Just click on the link below, justforassembly.com, and hopefully everything gets squared away. I see a big error thing on the screen over there. Sorry. As we are, where were we? Police accountability. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. So they've signed, Governor Newsom signed a couple bills today that change the way police accountability is done in the state. But as we found out, we found out in the past, just kicking these kind of investigations up to a higher level of law enforcement doesn't really guarantee any sense of completion. There's still questions. The public still doesn't trust it because it's simply another level of the same governmental structure. And when you have an attorney general who has been reluctant to investigate cases in the past when asked, what makes us think that same attorney general's office will actively investigate a case in the future? And so our solution to that was to ask civil rights organizations to come together and create an organization to investigate and prosecute any officers who have been abusing the public. And the reason we want to do this is because a civil rights organization has no interest in prosecuting somebody who has done nothing wrong. What they really want is the truth. A civil rights organization will want to protect the civil rights of everybody involved. And the public will be able to trust that a civil rights organization is more interested in getting to the truth than, say, a government who is investigating itself. But that's not enough. That can only help when something goes wrong. That's investing in the process too late. What has to change is the mindset. What has to change is the uncountable number of laws and regulations that our police officers are asked to enforce. They're not social engineers. Their job is to protect people from violence and fraud, to respond to emergencies. That's what they're supposed to do. That's what the public wants them to do. And if you ask most of them, I'm willing to bet that's what most of them want to do. They don't want to be involved in social engineering. They don't want to be, involved in the drug war. It puts their lives at risk too. An uncountable number of laws that has created a chasm between the public and law enforcement puts their lives in danger too. Those are our employees. We, the public, they're our employees. We should care for them. But that care has to go both ways. And it's our representatives that haven't done the job in making sure that care goes both ways. They've been too interested using law enforcement as a tool rather than as a helping hand. And we're paying that price now. So how we move forward isn't just better and more continual training. Isn't just having a system that actually is transparent to hold misbehaving officers accountable. It's changing what we ask our police officers to do. We want them there to protect us and our family and the most vulnerable of our society. We don't want them engineering our society. It's not their job. It's wrong for us to ask them to do that. We've gotten here because we've allowed it. It's time to change that. Thank you for your time. Good night, and please to love it.